Hi, howdy. How's everybody doing? How's it going out there? How we doing? Welcome in. Oh, I forgot to play the applause. Wait, let me see if I can get the applause going. I keep forgetting to get the applause that I deserve. Let's see, hold on. There we go. Oops. Oh, that's not coming through the right way. Huh. Wow. What's that? Hold on 1 second here, chat. Just getting it all back together, getting the gang back together here. Okay, let's hear that one more time. Let's hear the clap. That sounds good. Listen to that. Wow, everyone. Welcome in. Hello, everybody. Thank you, Alex V. Thank you for highlighting that message. Very kind of you. Welcome, everybody. Looks like we've already got some donors. So that's good news. You haven't even heard about what we're doing today, but we already have 3 donors, it seems. Big W to start it off, and another big donor. Okay. Do we want to know? Do we even want to? Do we need to know? Thank you, Steph Puck. Big win, big huge W already. So thank you very much for that. You will see that today we are doing a lovely charity fundraiser, and I'm going to be doing a real marathon, and we're almost already at our first goal. I will be on here for 6 hours today. We're going to be playing some spooky games, and we're going to be donating to the Trans Empowerment Project, which is a lovely organization that I'm really excited to be supporting today. They are an organization that prioritizes direct aid to trans people with a specific goal of helping at-risk trans people of color and trans people who have experienced homelessness. And also disabled trans people. So that's, as you may know, trans people are very at risk in many ways. And there's a lot of reasons that it is a group of folks who can use a little bit of assistance here and there. And particularly, one of the things that I think is really interesting that the Trans Empowerment Project is doing is assistance to incarcerated trans people who have a particularly difficult time. So that's something really great that they're doing. I'm going to give you all sorts of more details about them as we go through, but you've already reached our first goal. Thank you so much. Thank you, Caroline. Let me just take a look here, and I can thank everyone individually so I can make sure I know everything that's coming in here. Caroline, thank you so much. Lucy, thank you so much. Steph, Hermie, Siobhan, Iron D, thank you so much, y'all. This is fantastic. I really am excited to be doing this, and we've already hit our first goal, which is, I didn't even get a chance to tell you about it, but I have been in touch with Ryan at Arcana Creamery. They are an artisan ice cream maker in New Orleans. And he has Zodiac themed flavors. He has Bjork themed flavors. There are some really exciting and interesting. Do we have the link in the chat, mods? I don't know if I did that, if I remembered to do that or not. But Arcana Creamery is a really interesting brand, really exciting flavor profiles down there. Uh-oh, did we not make the command? No worries. Thank you, Charisse. But there's still time because, thank you, Passion. So Arcana Creamery, Ryan at Arcana Creamery offered 50% off codes for if we hit our first goal. So we've already done that, and I'll be doing that giveaway soon. And so the codes are going to be for cookies. He also does cookies in addition to ice cream. The cookies are a little bit easier to ship. So they're fantastic. They look amazing. They're wild flavors. Really look very, very, very special cookies. And yeah, so we're going to be giving away 4 of those codes. Thank you to those who donated. And additionally, the top donor today. So this is the first goal that I'll let you know about. The first, sorry, the top donor today is gonna get a shipment of a very special ice cream that Ryan is designing, inspired by my favorite flavors. I'm talking with him about some of my favorite memories of food and some of my favorite treats, particularly Japanese convenience store treats. And so I'm not sure exactly what he's cooking up, but he is going to be making a flavor for me specifically, and I'm going to be eating that on stream at some point in the future. He's made flavors for other folks, made a flavor for Troy Baker, I believe. And he makes these small batch, one of a kind ice creams that are all handmade and very special. And so the top donor today, if you're in the United States, I'm so sorry that it can't be outside the United States, but if you're in the United States and you're the top donor today, you're going to get a shipment of this one of a kind handmade ice cream that is inspired by inspired by me. It's my ice cream. I made it myself using Ryan as a conduit. So thank you very much, Ryan and Arcana Creamery, for that. That's a very special incentive for the top donor. Then you'll see that we have some fantastic, and just bear with me for a second. We're gonna get to the game. Everyone's gonna have a great time watching me get spooked. I'm playing Five Nights for Freddy. First time that I've ever done that. I don't know what that's gonna be like. So we'll see. And then we're going to also be playing other spooky games. I'm not sure exactly where we'll go. I might kick it to a poll. There's some Chilla's art games. There's Fears to Fathom. There's a couple other spooky short games that I think will be really fun to do on stream today. But I'm yours for 6 hours. You know, maybe we'll do Detention. Maybe I can convince a mod to play Phasma with me. We'll see. Who knows? But we are gonna be here for 6 hours. We've already raised $827. That's fantastic. I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can do today. I really am so grateful for all of you. Thank you for donating. Any little bit helps. And let me just go check back in here. Laura Money, thank you so much for donating. Shelly, Al, Jim Zamia, I'm Not Kara. Thank you so much for that. Orimas, yes, I am going to play the Dead Space remake tomorrow. That's Spooky Saturday tomorrow. So yes. So oh, and Passion, thank you so much. Passion saying, I'd love to mention that chat can also get support from the charity if you're a trans person in need and are based in the US. So that's great news. That's a really nice thing to mention, Passion. Thank you. So yes, so tomorrow that's Dead Space is gonna be tomorrow. Hey, maybe I can start it today. I have it downloaded. I could start it today if we like. I'll be kicking it to a poll later on, and I really appreciate everyone doing this. The stream tomorrow is not a charity stream. Today is the charity. It's a marathon because I want to see if we can get out to these goals. But this is today only. And I'm partnered with Soft Giving. Thank you, Soft Giving, for having me and for helping us to do this and putting me in touch with Trans Empowerment Project and doing what we can do here. This is really great. Also, Arthur is helping. And you notice Sadie's on Cat Cam today, too. She's a little hidden back there. But let's just take a quick look over to the Pernasonic. Let's see how the cats are doing over here. Hi. Sadie, look at that. Look at that. Can you See her? Good enough of a view? Say hi, Sadie. Yeah, look, there she is. That's the cat. Back to relaxing. Sorry. Sorry. I didn't mean to ruin the day. Good kitty. You see, the cats showed up. Both cats. We got 2 cats today. We got 2 cats. I've got 2 cats and I love them both very much. I love my cats a lot. And shirt of the day is this lovely shirt that does not have a logo or a brand on it. I'm sorry. Very special sponsored stream today. No logo on my shirt. But thank you for redeeming shirt of the day regardless. Let's see what else. We gotta go sip. Everyone have a sip. Gotta go kiss. Gotta go kiss that cat. Raven has swag. Thank you very much for that. All right, and we got album of the day is Trans. Okay. Why don't I, throughout the stream, perhaps, I can highlight a few of my favorite trans artists. I can play some music by trans artists, and we can do it like that. That'll be fun. So cool. Okay, so we have a nice look. I can kiss Sadie, but she's not gonna like it. Okay, look. This is what happens when I kiss. She doesn't like it that much. She's kind of afraid. She understands. She's getting used to it. Okay, so where are we? Oh, let's get back to the overlay. Get off of the full screen cat cam. And we are at 875. Fantastic. Good to see. So, the next goal, I'm just gonna walk you through these goals real quick, okay? So at 1K, I'll do a stream that where I invite you to come digging with me. We're gonna go on Bandcamp. We're gonna go on YouTube. I'm gonna show you some of my favorite record labels. Gonna show you how I look for music and what my practice of digging for music looks like as a DJ, something I've done for a long time. I think it will be really fun to share kind of some of the techniques and ways that I look at looking for music and listening to music quickly to try to get a sense for what kind of music I might want to play at a radio show or at the club. So that's the 1K reward. I'm going to do a special stream for that. The 1.5K is going to be a React stream. So that means that I will let users submit videos and things for me to react to, and I'll do a special stream of watching and reacting to that, which will be moderated by our moderators, of course. At 2K, I'll do a cooking stream where it's Cooking Papa. I'll show you how I make a handmade pasta. You'll get to watch my hands working that dough. And I'm gonna cut up that pasta into strips. I'm gonna boil it. I'm gonna cook it, and we're gonna Papa's Kitchen. And you're gonna love the way it looks. You're not gonna be able to taste it. You can imagine, but you can't taste it. But that is the 1.5 goal. Then oh no, sorry, that's the 2K goal. Then the 2.5K goal is going to be I will invite you into my music studio and I will make a track with you. You can watch me from start to finish make an instrumental track. I ideally will hopefully use some influence from you. I can take submissions of audio recordings of the rain on your porch, etc., stuff like that. I'll try to use some of your voices, some of your maybe the sound of your cat meowing. I'll use some of these sounds from the community and I'll use it to make a piece of music. So that's the 2.5 reward. Then at 3K, I will be doing a special Pow Pow stream. Oh, thank you for the Black Day. And the 3K reward is that I will give you a glimpse into the inspiration behind the most recent Pow Pow album. I'll show you records that directly inspired certain sonic moments, things that I drew on even specifically. Some, there's a lot of great what's the quote about great artists steal. I'll show you little exact pieces of certain specific obscure Japanese music that I stole 100% the drum rhythm from. And so I'll give you all my secrets. I'm gonna tell you everything about it. But also I will bring you into the sessions, the Pro Tools sessions, and I will share a closer look at the stems. We can solo tracks. We can look at every instrument on the record, and I can pick it apart and show you like fun little stories and give you a little. If you're a fan of Pow Pow, if you're a fan of the new record, which I've been playing on stream a few times, it'll be a really special insight into that. Then the stretch goals further down the line are that if we hit 5K, I will record with Pow Pow Family Band a cover of Crazy Ken Band's Towel, just in time for the summer breeze. So that is I'll deliver that by the summer. It'll be a Pow Pow cover of Towel by Crazy Ken Band. That's going to be the 5K. That's the stretch goal, So the final goal, the very final stretch goal at 10,000, we raised $10,000 for the Trans Empowerment Project. I will play Dead by Daylight once. That is the final goal. Thank you everyone for being here, and thank you for donating already. I'm going to say one more time, thank you to Occasional Rabbit. Thank you very much. Thank you to Star. Thank you, Alpaca Albina. Thank you to Ella Amelia. Glenn, thank you. All right. So that was me coughing because I just talked a lot. Oh, Lucy, thank you for reminding me. Anyone who donates over $100 today is going to get their name put on a really tacky shirt that I'm going to wear on stream. I'll put your name. I can put a message if you'd like to give me a message. And we've hit $1,000, and now we've unlocked the digging stream. So thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to that. We are going to do a little look at some of my favorite modern record labels. We'll go to Bandcamp. I'll take you on a little stroll around some of my favorite DJs to follow, things to look at, ways to discover new music if you're interested in my process. So that's a fun new thing unlocked. The next incentive is $500 more, and we will get the React stream. And I hope that you appreciate all these incentives. I've spent 20 minutes talking about them. Let me just quickly say one more thing about Trans Empowerment Project. Since 2016, the Trans Empowerment Project has helped provide direct aid to over 1,200 people across the United States. Through the Transitions program, they provide funding for the following: emergency food deliveries through Instacart and based on cooking abilities, clothing packages with 3 to 5 outfits per client, emergency transportation out of crisis situations, emergency rent assistance for queer trans people of color, legal assistance through our partners at We the Action, emergency supply of hormones for clients who can't afford their next script. They also have an inmate advocacy project where they ensure the incarcerated trans folk have access to resources. They've partnered with 4 facilities in the Midwest and currently have 15 to 20 inmates that they're working with. Inmates can receive the following: commissary funds, gender-affirming undergarments, community connections through Pen Pal Project, legal assistance, post-incarceration assistance. And they also do many other things. You should look at their website, which I believe we have linked in the chat. They're doing a lot of great stuff to offer very, very, very direct support to trans people in need. So that's a really fantastic thing. This isn't, some abstract kind of thing. It's really very direct. It has a perhaps a little bit limited but very specific reach to people directly, which is, I think, the best way that a charity can operate. So I really am glad to be working with them. I really believe in that and a very direct action when it comes to charity. And so this is something that very, very specifically and directly assists people. And that's, I don't know, it's a really good thing. If you can't, afford to donate today, yes, thank you, Passion. I'm going to do my best to include as many currently active trans artists who we can support as well. And I think that that is probably it for my spiel at the top here. Okay, we're going to keep it going and we're going to play the game, which you all came here to watch me get spooked by. We're at 1,100 already. Thank you so much. That $5 is beautiful. Thank you for that $5. Everything helps. Thank you, Mindcogni Isaiah. Thank you, Chantel. Thank you, Camino System, Ellie Space Bunny, Asuka. Thank you so much, Asuka, for the big one. That 100, I'm gonna put your name right across the shirt. It's gonna be fantastic. I'm looking forward to hearing. I'm gonna see if we can I'll see if we can whisper to all y'all to see if you want a name, a real name, a handle, or a message or something to put on this shirt. It's gonna be great. Okay. Time for Spooky Chuck E. Cheese. It's time for Spooky Chuck E. Cheese now. All right. Okay. You ready? Oh, fuck. I'm gonna swear. I'm gonna swear a little bit. I'm sorry, but it's gonna happen. Okay, I'm getting spooked. Should I go full screen? Why does it sound like that? Why does it sound like that? Why is this scary? We need the heart rate monitor. Okay, give me a second. I'll get it set up. I got it thanks to Polar. Alright, why does it sound like that? Alright. I've never seen, I don't know what this is yet. I don't even know what this game is. I don't even know what's gonna happen. Is it like a shooting game? Is it like a FPS? Is it gonna be first person? Alright. What do shoot. FPS? Alright, everyone just hang tight. I'm not scared. Gotcha. Bet you didn't get that was me, huh? Did you hear that? Are you wearing headphones? Did you get scared by that? I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one, okay? Alright, let's get the heart rate monitor up there. Okie dokie. And 5 nights. What's scary about this? It's a Chuck E. Cheese? I don't get it. It's a Chuck E. Cheese? Occasional rabbit, thank you for the gift sub. Zai, thank you for the gift sub. Not Car, thank you for the resub. Maybe Moo, thank you for the resub. What's the deal? It's a Chuck E. Cheese? Why does it sound like that? I gotta fix my... Okay, hold on, I gotta fix my... Well, just 1 second, I hate this thing over my shoulder. Let me just fix this a little bit. Let me just fix this. Excuse me, I'm stalling. Okay, I'm stalling. Cool, okay, cool. I'm stalling. Alright, I'm done stalling.
I'm finishing up my last week now, as a matter of fact.
What?
So, I know it can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you there's nothing to worry about. You'll do fine. So, let's just focus on getting you through your first week, okay? Let's see. First, there's an introductory greeting from the company that I'm supposed to read. It's kind of a legal thing, you know. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person. Upon discovering that damage or death has occurred, a missing person report will be filed within 90 days or as soon as property and premises have been thoroughly cleaned and bleached and the carpets have been replaced. Blah, blah, blah. Now, that might sound bad, I know, but there's really nothing to worry about. The animatronic characters here do get a bit quirky at night, but do I blame them? No. If I were forced to sing those same stupid songs for 20 years and I never got a bath, I'd probably be a bit irritable at night too. So remember, these characters hold a special place in the hearts of children and we need to show them a little respect, right? Okay. So just be aware, the characters do tend to wander a bit. They're left in some kind of free roaming mode at night. Something about their servos locking up if they get turned off for too long. They used to be allowed to walk around during the day too, but then there was the bite of 87. Yeah, it's amazing that
the bite of 87.
Lobe, you know.
What's the bite of 87?
Safety, the only real risk to you as a night watchman here, if any, is the fact that these characters, if they happen to see you after hours, probably won't recognize you as a person. They'll most likely see you as a metal endoskeleton without its costume on. Now, since that's against the rules here at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, they'll probably try to forcefully stuff you inside a Freddy Fazbear suit. Now, that wouldn't be so bad if the suits themselves weren't filled with cross beams, wires, and animatronic devices, especially around the facial area. So you can imagine how having your head forcefully pressed inside one of those could cause a bit of discomfort and death. The only parts of you that would likely see the light of day again would be your eyeballs and teeth that pop out the front of the mask. Yeah, they don't tell you these things when you sign up. But hey, first station of the breeze. I'll chat with you tomorrow. Check those cameras and remember to close the doors only if absolutely necessary. Gotta conserve power. Alright, good night.
Okay, what am I doing? Okay, I gotta watch the cameras. I gotta close the door if there's someone coming to try to talk to me. So these are the guys. I gotta watch them. I gotta make sure they don't go anywhere, huh? I don't like this camera. I really don't like this camera. Okay, so what am I doing here? How long do I have to make it through? It uses power to look at the cameras, huh? Okay, what am I doing? Okay. I don't understand. I gotta watch them for how long? But I don't want to use up my power. Okay, okay. Is something moving? Something moved. Something moved. There was something here it's not looking the same direction anymore. What's that? Oh, shit. Okay, fuck. Well, okay. Okay, okay. Got it. So he's here now. He's here now. And if I keep my eyes on him, he won't move, or what? What was that? What? What? Ah! No, I'm not ready for Freddy. No, Pauline, I'm not ready for Freddy. How long do I have to conserve my power for? Ah! Where is Freddy? Is he my friend, Freddy? Okay, he's there. That's fine. That's far away from me. How long do I have to get through this? How long do I have to... Until 6 a.m. Do they move once an hour?
Go for it. You guys can do it.
He's not there anymore. He's not there anymore. Where is he? Where is he? Where's the guy? Ah! 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 That's the right one, right? That's the right one? Use the lights. What does the light do? Okay, so he's there. Are there any? Oh, are the other ones moving now? Ah! I'm gonna use my power. I'm gonna run out of power. Oh shit. Oh shit. Where is he? Where'd he go? Oh fuck me. Oh fuck me. Can I just close the door? I just have to get to 6 a.m., right? This is the game? How do I pause? How do I pause? Thanks for unlocking the React stream, everyone. Thank you for donating. I love to donate. Escape closes the game, I found out. How do I answer the phone? How do I...
Hello? Hello? Well, if you're hearing this and you made it to day 2, congrats. I won't talk quite as long this time since Freddy and his friends tend to become more active as the week progresses. It might be a good idea to peek at those cameras while I talk, just to make sure everyone's in their proper place, you know. Interestingly enough, Freddy himself doesn't come off stage very often. I've heard he becomes a lot more active in the dark, though. So, hey, I guess that's one more reason not to run out of power, right? I also want to emphasize the importance of using your door lights. There are blind spots in your camera views, and those blind spots happen to be right outside your doors. So if you can't find something or someone on your cameras, be sure to check the door light. You might only have a few seconds to react. Not that you would be in any danger, of course. I'm not implying that.
Of course you're implying that I'm in danger.
Also, check on the curtain in Pirate Cove from time to time. The character in there seems unique in that he becomes more active if the cameras remain off for long periods of time. I guess he doesn't like being watched. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure you have everything under control. Talk to you soon.
Wasn't he just there? I can leave that. I can just leave this closed, right? Well, where? Well, where? Well, where? If not there, where? Oh, there. Okay.
Go for it. You guys can do it.
Thank you for the black day. Thank you for the encouragement. I love you all very much. Thank you for donating to TEP. They don't give me enough power. They need to give me a gun and to give me a generator. Everyone sip. I want to kiss the cat. I want to kiss the cat. I want to kiss. I want to go home. I can't take a break. Is there no way to pause this game? There's no way to pause this game. Thank you, Pauline. Thank you for that. That's what I'll do. 'Cause I'm gonna need a toilet potty break soon. Well, where is the person? Is Bond? Oh, there's the person, huh? I'm not gonna make it to 6 a.m. I don't have 3 hours of power left. What's the sound? What's the sound? What's the sound? Okay, there's one. Stop! Leave me alone! Okay, go away. Oh shit. I don't have the oh god. Go for it. You guys can do it. I mean, I'm not gonna make it till 6. Yeah, I know. Okay. Go for it. You guys can do it. Thank you for the encouragement. I gotta just wait this out, right? I'm out of power. Go for it. You guys can do it. Okay, thank you everybody. Thank you everybody. That was my first time trying that. No, that's what please laugh it up. Everyone laugh it up. I'm having a great time. That was normal. That was normal. Okay, I'm gonna go drink some tea and get a little treat. I need a Brave Boy treat. I should have gotten Brave Boy snack. This was stupid. Normally in this situation, I have a Brave Boy cookie that I can eat, and I forgot to get Brave Boy cookies for this stream. I forgot. I was so focused on presenting a list of incentives that will encourage you to donate to the Trans Empowerment Project, and that's taken all my focus. Thank you for that. Thank you. And we're really excited about you donating to the Trans Empowerment Project. And before we go on a little break, let me just remind you that the next goal is the 2K goal. And if we hit that 2K, I will be doing a cooking stream where I will invite you to watch my hands as I knead the dough and make some pasta. And you can watch me make pasta and learn my recipe. And you can, oh my God, Marit! Amazing, Marit. Thank you, Marit. This is a big donation from Marit. Thank you so much, Marit. Thank you so much. Huge W. Taking the lead, the donor lead. Sinead, thank you very much as well for that donation. Maniac of Noise, or Pierre. Thank you, Pierre. Thank you for including your name now that I can call you that. Thank you, Pierre, very much for that. Yes, Marit, you can be on the shirt 5 times. I'll give you 5 different versions. Thank you so much, Marit. You're on the shirt 5 times, and you are the top donor right now. So you're gonna have to come to the United States to you're gonna come to the States to receive your ice cream. Unless someone takes your spot. But big W, thank you so much for that, Marit. So yes, a reminder that we are going to keep this train rolling into the next station. And that station's the 2K cooking stream when we hit that. Then at 2.5, we're going to do a special stream where I make a track, and I'm going to use some audio recordings that you send me to make an ambient track. Then the 3K is going to be a little song exploder of the poem and other parts. I'll bring you into the sessions. You can learn more about that. And then 5K is going to be our cover of Towel. All right, that has been my spiel once again. Everyone have a nice little potty break, and I will see you soon. Okay, I'm back. First things first, let me kiss the cat. Cat, you see she's apprehensive. I can do it. That's how I be nice. One more catnip. Very apprehensive. This cat doesn't have a thought in his head. Doesn't have a single. Has absolutely no self-preservation. You just do whatever. It smells so bad. Love it. Mouth smells fish. Love you. Okay, so here we are yet again, chat. We're here to raise more money for Trans Empowerment Project. I am very excited that we've already raised 1832, and hopefully we're gonna get to the 2K goal, which is when I will be doing a cooking stream. This is my version of a thirst trap. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love the way I look in an apron. Okay, it's my version of a thirst trap. It's gonna be fantastic. You're all gonna clip it. You're gonna make fan cams. It's gonna be great. I'll have a little chef hat. Says Chef Linguini. Actually, the hat says Ratatouille. The apron says Chef Linguini. And I'm going to make the pasta by hand, and you're going to love watching me do it. I'll do it in just an apron. I'll do, I'll do. Actually, I don't know if I can say that. Can I not say that? They have weird things that are not allowed on Twitch. I'm joking. I'm gonna wear clothes. I don't know. I don't know what oh, if there's a kiddie pool there, it'll be fine. Okay. Look, I'm gonna do this cooking stream. You're gonna love it, TikTok. You're gonna watch me cook that pasta. You're gonna slow it down. You're gonna put it to some song that's like, oh my god, he's so cute. You know what I mean? You're gonna love it. This is my thirst trap. Is me cooking. Okay, it's my love language. It's the only thing I really know about being Italian. Can't speak Italian. Can't speak Italian. But yes, I will do. This is my thirst trap. So thank you everybody for doing this. I'm already really excited by all the support that you've already done here. So I'm going to, in a brief little thank you, in a quick little thank you, I'm going to give away a Pow Pow Family Band crew neck sweatshirt. So just give me 1 second here. And this is part of how I'm showing my appreciation for y'all being here. And just 1 second. Do. Got it. Okay. All right. And there you go. So type enter to... This is international. This is not just US. I'm sipping some hoji cha right now. It's delicious. I love hoji cha. And hoji cha is one of my favorite flavors. In fact, I told this to Ryan Kerr at Arcana Creamery. And it looks like one of my flavors, which there might be a few different flavors actually of my special ice cream. Looks like one of them might be some kind of salted caramel hoji cha, something like that. Something with a hoji cha and salt. Those are my two favorite flavors, salt and hoji cha. So that's a little teaser what the kind of thing that you might be able to do. And look who won. It's Lizzie Beach. Well, it's Lizzie Beach. I hope you enjoy the sweatshirt. And make sure you click that link and redeem your thing. All right, so now I could keep stalling. Should I keep stalling? I should go back to the game. I was scared of the game. Okay, so how does this work? Do I kiss the cats? I'll kiss the cats again. I'm gonna kiss the cats again. And thank you for another delicious donation. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Teddy Leo. And you're going right on the shirt. Thank you for that donation, Teddy. Thank you, Hey, it's Lauren. Thank you, Disloyal Lab Partner. Thank you so much, everyone who's contributing here. It's really fantastic to see. We're very close to my cooking. We're really close to the cooking stream. Okay. There's going to be a giveaway at the end of the stream, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's a special piece of equipment that I will be giving away at the end of the stream. Very much hoping that we get to the goal by then. It'll be fantastic. All right, let's do this. And we're getting pretty close. I mean, look, we're already pretty close to the ultimate goal that the. Oh yeah, good point, Passion. Forgot that's kind of a part of how this goes. The giveaway is like a little. Maybe I'll do it like in the middle of the stream. Help us get over the edge. I'm not actually exactly sure the best thing to do. Okay, it's time to play the game. Y'all wanna watch the game? Yeah? Freddy? Okay, so here's my question. Do I go back into the game that I just lost, or do I oh shit. Do I go back in the game that I just lost? Okay, can I start from day 2? How does it work? And we hit our goal. Thank you so much. Hang on, I'm having a little bit of technical difficulty. 1 second here. Hold on, who is that? That was Marit. Again, thank you, Marit. Need that pasta. Thank you so much, Marit. We are so grateful for your contributions to this very good cause. Thank you. We are going to make that pasta, and we're gonna have to figure out something to give you if we can't give you this ice cream, maybe I can convince Ryan to send it all the way to not the United States. I don't know if he technically can, considering that it's frozen cream, but we'll figure something out, hopefully. Thank you so much, Marit. Unless someone wants to take the crown, unless someone wants to take that crown, but wow, Al, I love this, Marit. You've done more for world peace than most government leaders. Absolutely. Thank you again, Marit. I'm just trying to remember now real quick how to, okay, yeah, I have to play this in windowed mode. So it is Alt Enter. I'll do that. Oh, I got jump scared by the sound of the thing. Okay. Okay. Control P is how you pause. Okay. So here's yeah, I know the music's still playing. Don't worry about it. I got it. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I don't think I'm gonna win this game. I don't think I'm cut out for this. I can't do this. I can't win this game. I don't think I can win. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna do as well as I can. I'm gonna try to get through one more day as the security guard of the Chuck E. Cheese.
Go for it.
And
you guys can do it.
If I keep getting killed by the Chuck E. Cheese guys, then I'm gonna just play the second Chuck E. Cheese game. Okay, we'll see what they updated. See what the new mechanics are in Five Nights at Freddy 2. I downloaded it.
Go for it. You guys can do it.
Thank you for the encouragement. I got Five Nights at Freddy's 2 as well. So if I die, then we'll do that one, okay? And then after that, we will play another spooky game. All right? game audio is too loud.
You guys can do it.
How do you think I feel? Okay. Is this a little bit better? Is that better? Is this better? This is best. This is better. Okay. Oh, come on. Please donate. Please keep donating. Thank you. Thank you everyone who donated already, and please more of you keep.
Go for it. You guys can do it.
Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for the sip. Oh my God! What do you want?
Hello? Hello? Well, if you're hearing this and you made it to day 2, congrats. I won't talk quite as long this time since Freddy and his friends tend to become more active as the week progresses.
Cool.
It might be a good idea to
Thank you for the encouragement.
just to make sure everyone's in their
I mean the Black Day. Fuck.
Interestingly enough, Freddy himself doesn't come off stage very often. I've heard he becomes a lot more active in the dark, though. So, hey, I guess that's one more reason not to run out of power, right?
Okay.
I want to emphasize the importance of using your door lights. There are blind spots in your camera view, and those blind spots happen to be right outside your doors. So if you can't find something or someone on your cameras, be sure to check the door light. You might only have a few seconds to react. Not that you would be in any danger, of course. I'm not implying that. Also, check on the there's something unique in that he becomes more active if the cameras remain off for long.
Thank you for the Go Kiss Girl. I'll do that in a little bit.
He doesn't like being watched. I don't know.
God.
Anyway, I'm sure you have everything under
Okay,
control.
there's 2 of them? What's that one? What's going on? Why are my things broken? What's that? What is that? What is that? Who's singing? Why? Is that Freddy? Oh God. Is that one of the guys, or is that just a door?
Go for it. You guys can do it.
I can't do it. Okay, he's gone. Okay, he's coming this way. That's a guy. Okay.
Go for it. You guys can do it.
It's right outside. Okay. He's gonna be here. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Gonna be here. 3, 2, 1. No. He's right outside. What? Okay, 1 backwards. No problem. No problem over here. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm normal. I'm feeling great. I'm normal. I'm feeling normal, and I'm just a usual guy. Just a usual, normal, feel fine kind of guy. Everything's cool. Everything's good. Still out there? Yep. Okay. And I'm normal. I'm regular.
Go for it. You guys can do it.
Wait, what passion? Five Nights at Freddy. You're right. That's good passion. That's good. I like that. Are you still outside? Yes. So, oh, and we hit the 2,000. We hit that cooking stream. Is gonna be fantastic. Thank you again, Martin. Thank you to whoever. I'll check in a second who that person's gonna be. Everyone, make sure that you keep donating. Keep getting to our next goals. Fuck this guy. There's a guy. There's another guy. You still out there? No. You're here. Okay. This... Wait. Okay. Okay, so they're back here. Where'd they go? That's where they went. Okay, so I'm fucked. There's no... So this is... I don't understand how I'm supposed to save power. I don't understand how I'm supposed to save power. Because... It's like I'm about to be done. Am I checking the cameras too much?
Go for it. You guys can do it.
Thank you for the encouragement. I'm fucked. Get to 6 a.m. Come on. Go. Time. Move. Move. I'm fucked. Okay, I see you, Freddy. I get it. I get it. Wait, did I make it? How do I pause again? How do I pause? Thank you for the GG. Wait, okay, wait, this pauses. Okay, this pauses it. Hold on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, thank you, Kidalicious, for the free sub. Thanks, Max Smith, for the sub. Oh, fuck me, fuck. Thank you, Mine Kungni, Pluto for Pizza, it's Leslie Beach. Thank you so much for all the subs and the gift subs, the occasional rabbit say. I'm not Kara. Gotta kiss the cats. I was lucky there. That wasn't because I was good. Wasn't good at the game. I mean, look at the way he's sleeping. Silly. Silly guy. It's like the way his mouth smells. Even it smells like trash. Smell like trash, Arthur. Give home. It took me a long time to realize that I didn't know that not every city in the world on trash day just puts the trash bags in a pile on the street. I thought that was every city in the world that did that. It took me a long time to realize that hot garbage was not a universal truth. And of course, people in Chicago are like, "Oh, we have special alleyways just for it." You know, we got an alleyway we got a special alleyway for it. We're Chicago, and they're very proud of themselves, but their pizza is a bread bowl full of soup. Okay, so I'll take hot garbage on the street. Yes, Megs. What we do is we take our trash bags and we put them on the street, just all on top of each other. And that's why we have rats everywhere, and they're really cute. So I like it. It smells bad in the summertime. It gets hot, and it's just on this, just all the bags just right out there on the street. Some people have bins, but you know it's not always. There's a lot of just piles of garbage. And yeah. And I'm sorry I came for Chicago pizza, but it's not pizza. Chicago, you got a lot of good. I love house music. You did great. Love your hot dogs. Really good hot dogs. But yeah. But the pizza is not pizza. It's like a soup bowl. It's like a soup inside of a bread bowl. All right, let's see. What's going on with my my green screen again? Come on. Gotta fix that. Look at that. That's better. Yes, look, okay, I'm stalling. I'm talking about trash. Listen up, everyone. I made it through another day of the 5 nights. I made it through one of the more nights, okay? So just do me a huge favor. Donate to the Trans Empowerment Project. Don't be a turkey. Come on. Give us $1. Give us $2. Give us $100 if you want to be on my shirt. Want to be on the shirt? We can do that. All right. Let's but if you can't donate, don't worry about it also. We appreciate I appreciate that. Thank you, Passion. Thank you very much, Passion. Appreciate your support. Okay. Lucy, you can be on the belly button. That's cool. Yeah, we can ask for specifics later from everyone who donated over 100 That'll be fantastic. Okay, let's get back to the game. What do you say? Ah, shit. Okay. Come on. And look, and wait, hang on. Just like that, we have a fantastic donation, and we're very grateful. And that donation came from Patchwork Melody. Thank you so much, Patchwork Melody. Thank you, Dylan Likes Men for Real, for the $5. That's a fantastic $5. It's some of my favorite $5 I've ever seen in my life. Dylan Likes Men for Real. Occasional Rabbit, thank you for the donation. Maria, Nikki, Occasional Rabbit, thank you everyone. Patrick Melody, thank you for being on the shirt. Really appreciate that. That's fantastic. Let's do this. Let's get to this next goal. I'm still stalling. You want to get to this next goal? Get to the next goal, you make a track with me. Maybe your voice will be on a piece of music that I'm making, or maybe the sound of your cat or dog, or maybe the sound of the rain on your window, maybe the sound of your trash can, maybe the sound of a trash bag collector man. You go outside when they're coming around to collect your trash, which all of you put in a bin. You don't put it directly on the street, I know. And you go find the guy, figure out the guy's name. Maybe it's Clancy. Say Clancy. You want to be in a song that guy called Miles is making. Miles Robinson. You're going to be like, who the fuck is that? You're going to say, oh, I don't know. I play this video game called The Quarry. And that's how I learned about that guy. And I actually learned later that he's been making music for a lot longer in his life. And it's not how he makes his living, but it's something that he loves to do. And he's going to make a piece of music, ambient music. It's going to be like a piece of environmental music in the Kankyo and Gaku style. And that music is going to have a piece of your voice in it, Clancy. Thank you. And what do we have? We have Siobhan. Look at that. Stop stalling is the message from Siobhan. Thank you, Siobhan. Thank you for your donation. It's very kind of you. Big W for Siobhan. And a big L for me. Let's continue the game. That guy is scary. I don't like that guy. Okay. What does that mean? Okay. Audio only. Okay. Oh God. Go. Okay. That was good. Took care of that. No problems over here.
Go for it. You guys
Thank
can
you.
do it.
Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for the hee-hees and the ha-has. Really appreciate that too. Where is the... Okay, so there's the guys there. Where's... People are saying this one's called Chica. Where's Chica? Oh. I don't like that I don't know where Chica is. Where are you, Chica? Okay. What do you mean? Why not? Why not? What? What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What does that mean? Why? Ah! Ah! I hate it. I hate it.
Go for it. You guys can do it.
Okay. The power didn't run out. I don't understand what the mechanic was that just happened. What was the mechanic there? What was the mechanic of that? Cuz I didn't get that. I was too late. I was right. Sometimes the door just jams. Okay, let's listen to some music. And then we're gonna take a little pause. Okay, and the first trans artist I would like to um there thank you, Passion. There is the first of the trans artists that I would love to highlight in here is going to be Wendy Carlos, who is I mean, I guess should I do all modern artists who you can support directly, or is it all right to? I mean, you can support Wendy Carlos. I don't know how much she's currently making on the Shining soundtrack, for instance, but she is a um, legendary artist who is one of the most important foundational members in electronic music. And she was one of the first people to really put the synthesizer on the map as an instrument that could be legitimized by the serious music world. And she did that by recording Bach using Moog synthesizers. And it was one of the first things that kind of took electronic music and said, okay, well, this can do what the like hoity-toity serious music world considers to be like true, it's true European classical music. So if you can do that using these newfangled synthesizers, then they must be real instruments. So here is Wendy Carlos's Brandenburg Concerto number 3. And I will be right back. Wait, this isn't actually the best one. Let me do let's see real quick. It's really not on here, huh? One second here. think she might have like. No, wow, she might have like really taken it off of YouTube and stuff. Interesting. Hold on. Sorry about this. Hold on one second here. Because there's like only copycats on here. I would have thought that or maybe if I do it on title. Unless it's fucking yeah, that's not good. YouTube has a bad. Shoot, sorry about this. Hold on one second, y'all. All right, well, let's look at what Wendy has on here. All right, well, Wendy also did the music for Tron, the original Tron. So let's listen to that instead. All right, let's do this one. Yeah. They really took a lot of the Wendy Carlos off of the internet, it seems, on YouTube and stuff. That's strange. And I did find some uploads with the wrong name, which isn't very nice. So I didn't want to play those. But this is beautiful. This is the Tron keyboard solo. And then we'll have The Shining next, which she also did the legendary soundtrack for. So, okay, I'll be right back. We will see you in a moment. Wendy Carlos also has one of the best websites ever. She's fucking hilarious. I really recommend you go into a rabbit hole with Wendy Carlos. Okay, BRB, see you soon. Are we spooked? Are we scared? The Shining. It's a fantastic film, and it was scored by Wendy Carlos. Is one of the greatest composers and electronic music pioneers who's ever lived. She also has cats. There's a lot of great photos of Wendy with her cats. She is the prototypical modular synth nerd with cats situation. And also is a trans woman, and trans women breaking new ground in electronic music is a tale as old as time, and it certainly I think goes back to Wendy, who was one of the first great pioneers of electronic music. All right, that was lovely, and we're gonna get back to the game now. Oh no, that's not the game. That's not the game at all. Oops. Just give me just a quick. Sorry about that. Whoopsie. Whoops. Zanzini. Oh, Zanzi. And now we're back. No, that's not it either. What the heck? Oh, there we go. Okay. Whoops. Passion. Next person I'm gonna highlight is a trans man who I love, who's a dear friend and lovely musician. That'll be the next person who I'm gonna highlight. Cats. Gotta be honest, chat, the fact that I'm able to kiss Sadie now is a huge deal. I didn't think that that would be possible today. So, That's cool. It's really something. All right. I don't know what I did wrong last time. I really don't. Everyone sit.
Hello. Hey, you're doing great. Most people don't last this long. I mean, you know, they usually move on to other things by now. I'm not implying that they died.
Yeah, why am I going back to work here?
Anyway, I better not take up too much of your time. Things are getting real tonight. Hey, listen, I had an idea. If you happen to get caught and want to avoid getting stuffed into a Freddy suit, try playing dead. You know, go limp. Then there's a chance that maybe they'll think that you're an empty costume instead. Then again, if they think you're an empty costume, they might try to stuff a mental skeleton into you. I wonder how that would work. Yeah, never mind. Scratch that. It's best just not to get caught. Okay.
Where was the guy who was in the dining room?
See you on the flip side.
Yeah, so is the real villain here capitalism? Like, why am I still going to work for this company after learning that my body is in danger? Where's the guy? Okay, well, there's one of them. What the fuck? What was that? It's only 1 a.m. I don't stand a chance. Just normal guy. Just normal. Where is he? Where's the person? Weren't they right there? Oh, why is that moving? Okay, well, there's the other one. Where's the little duck? Where's the duck? Where's Freddy? I don't have enough time. I don't know where the duck went. Oh god, he's right there. He's right behind me, isn't he? Okay, shit. Oh, they're on both sides. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Ah. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? And the fox is gone? Ah! Just gonna keep this fucking door closed because of the fox. Keep that closed because of the fox, of course. Come on, just make it to 6. Just make it to 6. Come on. So he can just move fast, that guy. And he's just fully right out there, isn't he? Oh, the door's gonna open. Am I fucked? Great. Come on, nice music. 6 a.m. please, please, please. Ah, shit. Fuck me. Fuck. Hi, Freddy. What's up? Hi, how's it going? This is a game for children. This is a game for children. I got it. I got this on lock. Thank you for the GG. I need to take a pause, though. Is that not normal? Mippy, you said if I beat night 3, you donate 30? Wow. Thank you. Well, there we go. Thank you for the encouragement. Okay, so he got killed. That's cool. I just want to say a quick thank you to Tutsucat, thank you. 3-star compartment, Dr. Sock, Ember, and the rest of you who I've already thank you again. And we are getting closer and closer to our 2,500 goal, where I will make a track that incorporates all of you, and you'll see the whole process, etc., etc. It would be lovely. Yeah, are there any power banks? Is there any kind of like generator I can turn on in this normal Chuck E. Cheese? All right, this guy, I gotta keep an eye on him. If I remember correctly, the guy said something about if you watch him, the more you watch him, it prevents him from moving around. Is that true? Okay, one of them moved. Okay. Check on that guy. Okay. Which way? Well, where is he? I don't understand where he went. Is that him? Oh. Oh god. Okay, there's the guy. There's the fucking little dog. Oh, we hit 2,500. Amazing. Thank you. Holy shit. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all are the best. I'm gonna die again. Shit, this guy's moving.
You guys can do it.
Where's everyone? Oh, there's another one coming down that side now? Shit. Okay. Okay, okay, yeah, I get it. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, he's gone. Nah! Thank you, Johnny. Johnny, Starlight. Wow, Johnny. Fantastic. What an incredible contribution, Johnny. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed me getting scared just now, and I hope that that was fun. This game. I get it. I get it. I get why everyone wanted me to play this. I get why everyone wanted me to play this. Uh, uh, all right. Let's listen to Airwave's new record. It's a band called Airwaves. There's a friend called Nico. He makes good music. Papa opened for him a little while ago. It was really lovely. I'm gonna go get a treat and I'll be right back and we'll do more of the spooky game. Everyone enjoy a little bit of nice music. I'll be back in 1 second. I need to take more pauses than usual because of this. I hope that's okay. Thank you again to let's see. Hold on, let me pull this up. Oops. What did I lose my thing? Lost my dashboard. Just give me 1 second here. Let me see, let me see, let me see. Okay. Okay, yes. So, Johnny and Mippy Moo, thank you so much. Thank you very, very much for this. Really appreciate those contributions. So we have passed our target of y'all make a track with me stream. And this is a song called this is a song called The Dance by Airwaves. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. BRB. All right. Thank you all. And big shout out to Nico of Airwaves and their lovely new record, which was called The Dance. And this was something called Alien. And we are gonna go back to the game. Thank you everyone for donating. Really, really appreciate it. Y'all have done a fantastic job. I'm gonna keep this thing rocking for another few hours. I'm gonna have to move on to a new game soon. I'll tell you that though. I can't play this for a full 6 hours. But maybe I'll start the forest. I don't know. Maybe I'll kick it to a poll. We can do something else that's spooky. I do want to get you all. I want to get you all as excited as possible about. Seems like the forest is a popular choice. Well, so here's what I'm thinking. So, am I right that the forest is something that I can start solo, and then we can, because I know that the other mods wanted to play the. Okay, passion is just being a pick me. Got it. But I know that a few of you wanted to do, and I plan on doing the forest with mods. But if I can jump into it solo, that could be a good way to start it, I think. But yes, oh, and look at just before I was able to say anything, we got another lovely donation from Wormwood. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. And thank you everyone for all these incredible donations. Y'all are doing a great job. It's really something special. And it's a really good organization. Let me just tell you again about the Trans Empowerment Project. They are a wonderful organization that's doing very direct aid to trans people in need for many different reasons. They're doing, let me just explain one more time that they're doing emergency food deliveries through Instacart based on cooking needs, clothing packages with 3 to 5 outfits per client, emergency transportation out of crisis situations, emergency rent assistance for queer trans people of color, legal assistance through their partners at We the Action, emergency supply of hormones for clients who can't afford their next script. Then they also have an advocacy project for inmates, in which they are ensuring that incarcerated trans folk have access to resources. They've partnered with 4 different facilities in the Midwest and currently have 15 to 20 inmates that they're working with, where they are giving them commissary funds, gender-affirming undergarments, community connections through their Pen Pal project, legal assistance, and post-incarceration assistance. They are also, they have a program called Halo, Help for Allied Loved Ones, which is community support and education resources to help loved ones of trans people learn to be better allies for their community. They have a community organizing project called the Community Captains Program, where they're currently working with organizers across the country to create change. And they recently did a project to create and distribute 500 self-defense kits. Amongst other things, please check out their website. You can learn more about what they're doing. It's a really great organization, and they're doing very direct aid. And that is my favorite kind of organization to work with, because they have something very specific that they're doing for very specific people. They're doing it very directly. It's not wasting resources in the abstract. They're doing very direct aid, and we appreciate that. And thank you again for another donation just came in. And that is from Pickaxe Ladybug. Thank you so much. All right, let's get back to the game. I'm gonna pause Nico's music real quick, and then we're gonna go to this lovely. All right, gonna go back to the full screen of the game. What am I doing here? Why am I doing this game? Why am I playing this game? Because you like it, don't you, chat? I'm seeing $40 for night 4. Okay, Mippy. Okay, Mippy. Already? Oh my god, are you fucking kidding? All right. Why is my green screen still hacking up? Hold on, let me just see if I can fix that real quick.
Go for it. You guys can do it.
Just fix my green screen. Just quickly just fix my green screen. Thank you for the encouragement. Okay, and then we're back, and what's going on? Okay, keeping eyes on him. Keep eyes on that fox. So do they always, I don't know if I want you to answer this, but it seems like they always come down the same side, that like if like the rabbit guy doesn't come down the right side, and the duck always comes down the right side, doesn't go up the other one. Okay. Are they all gone now?
Go for it. You guys can do it.
Thank you for the encouragement. Why not? He was just there. He's definitely right there, no? Okay. Thank you for the buck day. Where'd he go? Where the fuck are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where's the... Oh, geez, he's moving. Ah!
Go for it. You guys
Ah! No! Thank you for the go sip. Thank you very much. Thank you for hitting 3,000, everyone. Great job, Ashes Plus. Great job, Demenda. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Xerxes. Thank you, McChicken. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, everyone, for supporting this fantastic charity. I thought Freddy was going to be my friend. I thought Freddy was going to be a friend to me. Well, look at that, chat. We have hit 3K, which means that I'll be doing the... Oh my god, we already hit 3K? Wow. So we're going to be doing the Pow Pow Family Band special stream, the Palm and Other Parts Explored stream. That's going to be a lot. That's going to be exciting. It's going to be a radio show as well as a look inside of the stems of the record. So you'll learn a lot about that record if you're a fan, and it'll be a fun little time. The next goal, it looks like, is at 5K. I'll do a cover of the Crazy Ken Band's Towel. So I know how excited you are for that. I know that's a very popular one here. Wow. Okay, so this has been 5 Nights at Freddy's so far. Is do I have to beat the game? Do I have to beat the game? What do you want? Yes? Okay. All right. I'm just gonna... Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take another break. I'm gonna take another quick little break. I'm gonna kiss the cat. And I'm gonna highlight another artist whose music I like a lot. All right, hold on a second. Okay. Okay, another trans artist I would love to highlight is Wing Vilma. Fucking-tastic. One of my favorite records the past couple years is this record called Spirit Practice. And the link to it is right here. Incredible music. I'll be right back, and I'm gonna kiss the cat, and then I'll be back, and we'll play something else, or a little bit more of this, or we'll figure something out. All right. See you soon.